Hey, yo, what's up, y'all? It's your man B once again. You know what I'm saying? Doing I Am the Brand, doing the sessions. You know what I'm saying? We about to see what's good with you. I got a question for you. You know what I'm saying? I need answers too. So this is a session, and I need answers with your man. I Am the Brand. So it's election season is upon us. And. Uh, I see a lot of memes and suggestions that the vote doesn't work for us. Like black people shouldn't vote. You know what I'm saying? Like uh like we should pretty much stop voting. You know what I'm saying? And I ask you this: why? Why should black people give up their vote? You know what I'm saying? Like that to me, to me, in my opinion, that doesn't make sense. And I'm gonna tell you why. First, going back in history, you know what I'm saying? The we didn't get the chance. We didn't have a chance to vote during slavery. You know what I'm saying? Only citizens had a chance to vote at that time, right? Because we weren't citizens. But after the Civil War, when we became citizens, full-fledged citizens or whatever, you know what I'm saying? We were able to, to an extent, get the chance to vote. And because we had the chance to vote, and we were the majority in a lot of the states and cities that we were living in, white people got scared because they didn't want to live under a state dominated by black people or a city dominated by black people through politics, because they knew that in a state or city where there's the majority population of black people, if they got the chance to vote, then those black people will vote for the people of their interests, right? So because of this, and other variables that went along with it that really don't have anything to do with this topic, you have the formation of the KKK and other white terrorist groups during the late 1800s and early 1900s. These terrorist groups were there to terrorize black people from not voting, so they can keep the power within their circles. So here we have a situation where black people were, able to vote, and you have groups of white people who say, F this, we not going like that. We gonna scare y'all out of y'all vote, and then we're gonna put obstacles in your way to keep you from being able to vote and get that majority block, right? So that's the first thing. Is that if black people shouldn't vote, and voting doesn't do anything for us, then why would the KKK be created to terrorize us from not voting? You know what I'm saying? That doesn't make sense. But I would love to hear somebody's answer upon that. All right. So secondly, we have this thing in the United States called electorals, right? The electorals, the way our politics is situated is majority is not supposed to rule. We live in a democracy on the local level, but on the national level, we live in a republic. So therefore, we have elected officials who represent us, you know what I'm saying, in our by proportion of our population and in our state, in the size of our state, right? So We made the electoral college in order for us to not be ruled by majority. If our politics was a majority rule, then always, the people who have the majority will win elections. So it is this, or the majority states, the states with the majority population will win elections. It's not fair like that, right? So we have the electoral votes. That's on the national level. Now on the local level, we have majority vote. We have pretty much a democracy on the local level. We have the majority votes for the all of the elected officials within your state. The majority votes for who represents your state in the national level. And the majority may vote on certain laws and regulations that are being passed within your local district or city, right? So because of this, on the local level, the majority population usually always wins, right? This is why in Maryland, you had Western Maryland, which is a very conservative area in Maryland, that wanted to secede from Maryland because they didn't feel like they were getting their votes heard, because the majority of the population is in liberal areas by DC. By DC, you got PG County, Montgomery County, you got Baltimore, you got all of these liberal cities with great populations that pretty much rule Maryland, right? So looking at it like that, if you telling me that black people shouldn't vote, right, then you're telling me that it's okay for a majority population such as PG County, with a majority black population like PG County, it should be okay for minority populations, meaning white people, Spanish people, Asian people, you're okay with your politics and your life being ruled by somebody who may not, more than likely, have your interests in heart. So when you telling me not to vote, let's say PG County, which is, like I said, a majority population of black people, let's say all those people don't vote. All the black people in PG County don't vote, right? And all the white people vote in PG County, right? But the white people, they voting for their interests, right? They're voting for, whatever interest they have. I don't know what their interest may be, but they're voting for whatever they want. You know what I'm saying? And they voting for industry that's only going to serve them. It doesn't serve us. It doesn't serve black people. It doesn't serve minorities or minorities in the nation. It doesn't serve black people within your city. So you're okay with being ruled by this minority population that are actually voting. You're okay with that. To me, if you're okay with that, then you're not pro-black. Then you're not woke. You know what I'm saying? Then you're not about the cause. If you feel like that, then you know what I'm saying, you need to really do your research. But if you have a rebuttal, I would really like to hear it. You know what I'm saying? I understand that, some people want us to go build our own country in other places, you know what I'm saying, or build our own community. That's fine. if we go wherever we go, you know what I'm saying, we'll still have to be a part of that that political system in order for us to be able to, you know, get our interests met. So this is the thing about politics. No matter where you go, you'll have to, if you want to get your fair share, you'll have to participate in your political affairs within your government. You know, like even if we were to go and be separatists, you know, have our own separatist movement within the United States, you can't do that with the if you're still being ruled by white politicians. You know what I'm saying? If you're the majority within, if everybody come together as the majority in a state or a city or a county, you know what I'm saying, you want to be ruled, or you want your politics to represent you. You want your politics to represent that population. You don't want the politics to represent, you know, somebody who doesn't have your interests, your history, or your culture in account. You don't want that, you know. So, like I said, if you got a better idea, you know, let me know. But from what I see, it doesn't make sense. That's very irrational to tell a black person who may be a U.S. citizen to not participate in their government, to not participate in their politics. That seems very unproductive and backwards. But like I said, I'd like to hear your opinion. I would like to share, comment, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's your man B. I am the brand. I'm about to hit this J, cause this joint then went out on my ass. And I'm gonna continue my day. Peace.